Hello, it's Mr. Horse here at your service, as always. And you are welcome. You are very welcome for this service. Uh, uh, Before I start recording the first song of the 35 greatest folk, I'm sorry, not folk, there's no folk here, classic rock masterpieces, classic rock songs in the English language. I thought that maybe I should do an intro. I did that for every repertoire of music. So just kind of a brief introduction to the next 35 greatest classic rock. I mean, these are the big songs. These are the most popular compared to any other. I mean, really, all the songs I have done, the folk, the folk rock. Some of the folk rock songs are very, very, popular and well known. But these classic rock guitar masterpieces, they are bigger. I mean, they are. I mean, almost every one of them is huge, gigantic. So anyway, that's the first thing about this next 35 songs. I put them, really roughly, I mean, very generally, I put them in order from the least challenging to the most challenging. I did that according to, my best ability. Sometimes it's difficult to compare songs. Okay, but anyway, you're not going to play very difficult songs in the beginning, like, number one, number two, number three. The first few songs are not going to be that difficult, but when you get to number 30, 31, I mean, the last 10, you're not going to see easy songs there. So, anyway, there is some kind of order there based on how difficult it is. And when you get to the last 10, they are killers. The killers, like what somebody said about the Russian president Putin, killer. Absurd news in the West. Now here you are going to, there are so many, there are 20 some bands or, musicians here included. So this is the very, very diverse, a repertoire. You have, of course, you have the Beatles. In fact, out of the 35, 9 songs are the Beatles songs. Because how can you not? They're the most famous band in the entire universe. You gotta, Plus you have the Eagles. After the Beatles, the Eagles. You got to have. You know what that song is, right? something like that. I'm not gonna show you, everything yet. This is just an intro. Of course, the Kansas. I've gotta have Deep Purple, right? Smoke on the Water. See, I told you these are the biggest. I mean, these are the biggest hits in the history of the world, in the music history of the world, not in the history of the world. I mean, there's so many other big things, but in the music history of the world, I mean, these are. I spent so much time on these. This is the way, I mean, this repertoire, it's really in terms of the guitar part, most unfamiliar to me. I mean, I of course I know the songs. I started listening to them, since I was 15. It's been 40 years, I mean, and I know them so well, but because there really are no guitar transcriptions of most of these songs. You have very simple chord charts, but there's just nothing. I mean, so I really, most of the songs I never played them before I started working on this project, which was 10 years ago. I never played them because you just not. How do you play Piano Man, for example? Piano Man. This is a piano song, actually, yeah. About 11 to 12 piano songs that I have to create a guitar, a very authentic guitar, arrangement for them, because there is just nothing. I mean, just nothing out there. I mean, it's pathetic. I mean, these songs so famous, so popular, but there's just nobody ever really try to come up with a decent guitar arrangement. So I did it. So it took me so much time, and then because it's so hard. I mean, in terms of the guitar playing, this is the limit. So it took me a lot of time to practice because I never played something this hard. Outside of classical guitar. I mean, classical is very difficult. So anyway, that is another thing, you should know. There are quite a few piano songs. Imagine, for example. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Piano Man. Candle in the Wind by Elton John. Your song, Elton John. Hey Jude. Hey Jude. Let It Be. It's those great songs. And then even I did Journey's Faithfully. I mean, such a great song. I mean, Faithfully. Open Arms. beautiful. Desperado. Desperado. But he goes, why don't you come to us? I mean, so anyway, it's really, really amazing repertoire here. 35 songs. Cover 20 some, bands or, musicians. So anyway, that's what I want to, kind of talk about, let you know what's gonna, what's in this. Of course, I mean, you got Stairway to Heaven. You gotta have Stairway to Heaven, right? You can do it from the bottom. You can also do it from the top. Should be. You're gonna see a lot of crazy guitar. I guarantee. Some of the I haven't played for a long time, so I don't remember. But